Kim Jong Un stands as one of the most enigmatic and closely watched leaders on the planet. His life and rule have been wrapped in layers of secrecy, intrigue, and a political theater few outside North Korea fully understand. Born into the notorious Kim dynasty, which has ruled North Korea since its founding in 1948, Kim Jong Un inherited not just power, but a legacy marked by brutality, isolation, and an ironclad grip on his people. Despite the global fascination, many aspects of his life remain shrouded in mystery. Some intentionally obscured by the regime, others simply lost in the fog of one of the most secretive countries on Earth. Kim Jong Un's early years are cloaked in secrecy, with conflicting reports about his exact birth date, the nature of his education, and even his upbringing. It is widely believed he was born in either 1983 or 1984, though the official North Korean narrative is vague and inconsistent, a reflection of the regime's desire to control the story around its ruler. According to some sources, Kim was sent abroad to Switzerland under a false identity to study, an experience that exposed him to Western culture and technologies. Basketball reportedly became a personal interest during this time. This Western schooling contrasts sharply with the rigid, propaganda-filled environment of North Korea and has fueled speculation about his worldview and leadership style. His rise to power was swift and deliberate. When Kim Jong-il, his father, died in 2011, Kim Jong-un was unexpectedly thrust into leadership at a young age with little public experience. Many international observers doubted his ability to maintain control over the regime's sprawling and often fractious power structure. However, Kim quickly silenced critics through a combination of strategic purges, shows of military strength, and cultivated propaganda, portraying him as a near-mythical figure, destined to lead the nation into a new era. One of the earliest and most shocking acts under his rule was the execution of his uncle, Jang Song-thaek, in 2013, a brutal reminder of the zero-tolerance policy for dissent within the regime. This consolidation of power established Kim not only as a successor by birthright, but as a ruthless ruler capable of eliminating rivals to secure his position. North Korea itself is one of the most isolated countries on the planet. The regime operates a vast propaganda machine that shapes every aspect of its citizens' lives, from schooling to media, instilling loyalty to the Kim family and painting its leader as an infallible godlike figure. The personality cult around Kim Jong-un is powerful, with portraits, statues, and images of him displayed ubiquitously. He is often depicted as a military genius, a caring protector of the people, and a leader blessed by destiny. This image building serves multiple purposes. It cements internal control by cultivating loyalty and obedience, while simultaneously sending a message of strength to the outside world. Despite this carefully constructed image, Kim's rule is far from ceremonial. He governs with an iron fist, overseeing a regime that controls every aspect of life, ruthlessly suppressing dissent and controlling the flow of information. Defectors describe a society where fear permeates daily existence, where even the hint of disloyalty can result in imprisonment, forced labor, or worse. The regime's extensive network of informants and secret police ensures that rebellion remains nearly impossible. At the same time, North Korea's dire humanitarian situation, including chronic food shortages and economic stagnation, remains largely hidden from outsiders, a testament to the regime's ability to isolate its people from the world. On the global stage, Kim Jong-un is a master of both provocation and diplomacy. Since taking power, he has escalated North Korea's nuclear weapons program dramatically, conducting multiple missile tests and nuclear detonations that have alarmed the international community. These acts are seen both as a deterrent against foreign intervention and as bargaining chips in international negotiations. At the same time, Kim has engaged in unprecedented diplomatic moves, such as summits with South Korean leaders and historic meetings with former U.S. President Donald Trump. While these talks have not yet resulted in substantial policy changes or denuclearization, they have elevated Kim's status as a player on the global stage, capable of commanding international attention and respect. One of the most fascinating and closely guarded aspects of Kim Jong-un's life is his travel and security arrangements. Unlike most world leaders, whose movements are widely publicized in advance for security and diplomatic purposes, Kim's travel plans are a tightly held secret. His journeys are marked by layers of deception, secrecy, and formidable security measures designed to protect one of the world's most high-profile and vulnerable figures. When it comes to air travel, Kim Jong Un prefers a Soviet-era jet, the Ulan-62M, which has been heavily modified and nicknamed Chamae-1 after the national bird of North Korea, the goshawk. Originally developed in the 1960s, this aircraft was once the world's largest jetliner, capable of carrying nearly 200 passengers. However, the version used by Kim is far from commercial. Its interiors have been completely transformed with plush white leather chairs, polished rosewood tables, and crystal ashtrays, creating an atmosphere of opulence and power. This is not just a plane, but a flying fortress, outfitted with advanced electronic countermeasures designed to jam enemy radar and communications, making it nearly impossible to track or target. Security is paramount on Kim's flights. His plane is often escorted by fighter jets, providing an additional protective layer. Despite the aircraft's vintage, it offers the range to fly non-stop to key diplomatic locations such as Beijing and Singapore, essential for maintaining the secrecy and safety of Kim's trips. Yet the old age of the plane raises concerns about reliability, which analysts note might be mitigated by the presence of decoy aircraft traveling simultaneously to confuse potential threats. These decoys are fully staffed and equipped to maintain the illusion that the supreme leader could be aboard any one of them. Ground travel for Kim Jong Un is no less elaborate. His signature armored Mercedes-Maybach limousine is reportedly worth over $1.5 million and serves as a rolling fortress on wheels. It is equipped with bulletproof and bomb-resistant armor, run-flat tires, and sealed passenger compartments designed to withstand chemical attacks. This vehicle is part of a larger convoy that includes led cars to scout the route ahead, escort vehicles flanking the limousine, and additional cars trailing behind. Each vehicle plays a specific role in the layered security protocol, from identifying potential threats to providing rapid responses if danger arises. Kim's travels also incorporate an extensive network of underground tunnels and secret routes around Pyongyang and beyond. These tunnels allow the leader to move quickly and undetected, protected by advanced communications and security systems. The use of decoys and misinformation is common, with convoys sometimes sent in one direction while Kim travels covertly in another. This complex choreography of deception, security, and logistical precision highlights the regime's obsession with protecting its leader at all costs. Adding another dimension to this security matrix is the use of body doubles. These are not mere lookalikes. They undergo rigorous training to mimic Kim's speech, mannerisms, and even his gait, allowing them to impersonate the leader convincingly enough to fool even close associates. The body doubles serve both as a defense mechanism, confusing potential assassins, and as a means for Kim to move more freely and securely, while a double makes public appearances. Their selection is highly selective, with candidates vetted down to family background and physical fitness, ensuring absolute loyalty and the ability to fool even the most observant. Kim Jong-un's travel by train also reflects his preference for secrecy and control. His private train, often described as a moving fortress, is olive green with a distinctive yellow stripe. Inside, it is a palace on wheels, outfitted with pink leather chairs, conference rooms, bedrooms for rest, and lavish dining cars serving everything from fresh lobster to fine French wines. The train's walls and windows are heavily reinforced to withstand attacks, and it is accompanied by a second train carrying security personnel and equipment that scouts the route ahead. The train travels at a cautious pace due to its heavy armor, making trips to destinations like Vietnam an endurance test, but offering superior security compared to flying. Its movements are carefully guarded secrets, often traveling only at night and following routes that are unpredictable to outsiders. Maritime travel and luxury yachts add another layer of mystery to Kim's lifestyle. The Kim family compound in Wonsan, a coastal city, houses a massive boat shed believed to contain some of the most extravagant yachts in the world, including the Princess 95 MY and its successor, the Princess 98 MY. luxury vessels worth millions and outfitted with Italian-designed interiors. These yachts serve not only as symbols of Kim's wealth and power, but also as private retreats, tucked away in a country otherwise known for austerity. The acquisition of such vessels is believed to involve clandestine shipping operations that circumvent international sanctions, further underscoring the regime's determination to maintain its elite lifestyle despite global pressures. Security details surrounding Kim Jong Un are unparalleled. His personal bodyguards, drawn from the Korean People's Army, undergo intense training in martial arts, marksmanship, and evasion. They form a protective ring around him at all times, with multi-layered coverage ahead, alongside, and behind the leader. These guards are equipped with firearms but rely heavily on hand-to-hand combat skills and constant vigilance. Identification is tightly controlled, with badges, passwords, and radio communication ensuring coordination. Outside this immediate circle, additional units secure locations Kim visits, handling everything from perimeter security to inspection of food and drinks, a reflection of the extreme caution surrounding his safety. Among the more visually striking security features are the running bodyguards, first widely seen during Kim's summits with South Korea and the United States. These guards run alongside his limousine, forming a dynamic moving shield trained to respond instantly to threats. Their presence is not just symbolic, but a critical component of the defensive strategy. Kim Jong Un's entire travel operation is a logistical marvel, orchestrated with military precision and involving multiple government agencies, including the Ministry of State Security and the Korean People's Army. Every route, timing, and contingency plan is worked out well in advance, ensuring that the Supreme Leader's movements remain unpredictable and secure. Despite the opacity and strict control, analysts continue to piece together the patterns and strategies behind Kim's travel, security, and lifestyle. His reliance on older Soviet-era technology, combined with modern security enhancements, his use of decoys and body doubles, and his preference for slow but secure train travel all point to a leader deeply aware of both his vulnerability and the symbolic importance of his image. At the same time, Kim Jong Un remains a deeply polarizing figure. To supporters within North Korea, he is a strong protector of the nation's sovereignty and a guarantor of stability. To critics and many outside observers, he is a ruthless dictator responsible for human rights abuses and a nuclear threat to global security. His ability to maintain control over North Korea amidst increasing international pressure and internal challenges speaks to both his political acumen and the enduring strength of the Kim dynasty. As the world watches, questions remain. How will Kim Jong Un navigate the shifting geopolitical landscape? Can a regime built on secrecy and repression survive the modern era's demands for transparency and reform? And perhaps most importantly, what does the future hold for North Korea under a leader who moves with the stealth and precision of a shadow, yet commands attention like no other? If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the world's most secretive leaders, don't forget to smash that like button, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to Affluence Influence for more fascinating insights into the lives of the ultra-powerful and ultra-wealthy. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.